What's up, everybody? This is Doksimon here. You're welcome to yet another wonderful video. So today I'm inside Krokobite to show you these beautiful, magnificent, modern 4-bedroom townhouses in this mini, 24-hour secured gated community. About this property, it's a 24-hour gated community. You have solar system in all of the houses, so in case the general light power supply goes off, the solar comes back in automatically. You've got 24-hour security. You've got a communal swimming pool right here, and then you've got an electric fencing all around the fence wall, right? And all of the bedrooms are all en suite. You've got a terrace at the top, which actually gives you a magnificent view of the ocean as well as your surrounding environment. You can even do a party up there. It's a very beautiful thing, and you're just about few minutes drive or few minutes walk to the beach. I think about 4 to 5 minutes walk from here. You're just right there. You see yourself at the beach area. I think it's cool. You have a very beautiful, more like a beautiful mountain right there. So you actually surrounded by nature. Let me take you through the perimeter of the estate so we get to understand what this, development has got for us. So this staircase actually grants you access to the communal pool. Now let's take a walk around the communal pool, right? I'm going to be a little bit careful because I'm going with my back so I don't fall. Now this is more like your pool house. You've got your showers right there. You've got your WCs and all that right there. And then this is the pool area. I mean, standing from here alone, you get to appreciate the beauty of the facade of each and every of the unit. Now, this first one right here, okay, is fully finished. Okay, so we're going to show you how this one looks like, and we're also going to show you how the open house looks like, so you get to appreciate both of the structures. Now let's continue our tour to see the perimeter of the estate. Now this is the pool area, quite big. Okay, after having a conversation with the the caretaker or maybe the person in charge of the estate, I realized that the deepest part of the pool is about 7 feet. I'm so scared of water. I mean, I keep saying it. You can only watch it from afar. So 7 feet is quite, I think the farthest I can go in a pool is that end. Yeah, I think that's about 2 feet. I mean, I love the fact that you've got assorted flowers just after the fence wall, and it gives you this beauty and all that. And I love this painting on the wall, right from that angle all the way to this angle. Is just beautiful. Is a painting of the ocean. This is technically what you get when you just walk to the beach area. I mean, they're just kind of like giving you a picture view of what happens right at the beach area, and then you're very close to the beach, and that's a thoughtful thing. That's beautiful, right? So this is the office, and then up there you've got more like an open terrace as well, where you can do your things, do your party, your boogie and all that. So that's what this space actually grants you. You have a very beautiful, communal pool. You have a beautiful place to have your kids play and all that. Yeah, I think it's nice. Right, so this is reserved, not available in the market. What we have available is this 3, right? So you have all this beautiful, greenery right here with, of course, flowers planted at some, intervals and levels, which actually gives you this, beautiful feel. So you've got this driveway of K that can comfortably even house more than 10 cars, right? So now let's take you to the compound of the open house one. Of course, you realize you have ample space as well that can comfortably take about 5 cars. I mean, if you're a fan of having plenty cars, right? You can have all your cars parked here, 5 cars, right? So you've got a patch of greenery on this side. You've got a patch of greenery on this side. Okay, you've also got a patch of greenery at my far left-hand side. And one beautiful thing I need to notice is that we've also got the protruding more like a 3D block cladding on the frontage of this wall, which is kind of like giving it some sort of beauty, different from the first one that we taught. I mean, the first one had it on the side, but this one has got it on the front. And the color combination is actually coordinating. And that's a very thoughtful thing. Okay, the painting is also graffiato. Actually, of course, I've told you what graffiato does. And it's quite expensive, right? It's more expensive than traditional paint, of course, because it has some other advantages. Now let's take a walk around the perimeter of the property so we get to understand what we've got, right? So you've also got an open garage concept as well. You just drive through, and then you have your car parked right here, and then you can just boom inside your house, right? So we've got the same concept of glass spanning all the way to the top right there. Now let's continue our tour. So on the left wing of the property, you have a sizable walkable path. So at some vantage points on the compound, there is a drain in case it rains. Okay, you have your water being drained from here to the outside. And that's a thoughtful thing. Now, this area, as indicated on the first one, houses your battery, your solar batteries, right? So all of them have the solar battery. So this is your backyard space. It's quite sizable and quite walkable. You can also pound your fufu right here. Dave, why are you laughing? You don't like the idea of pounding fufu. Eh? You're not a fan of fufu. You're not a fan of fufu. Yeah, of course.
I don't know why you keep mentioning.
I love fufu. Fufu is like, more like an everyday food. I mean, if you grew up in Kumasi, you will understand. Of course, of course. I mean, with this concrete stamping, you can pound your fufu right there, and it won't even have to affect anything. So this is the right wing of the property. Walkable as well. You have the outdoor unit of the air condition right here. I have to walk past this greenery. Okay, so that brings us to the front of the house already, right? Now, one thing that you need to understand is that building a house close to the sea or the ocean is totally different from building a house inland when the ocean is far away. If you're not careful, depending on the kind of material that you choose, they can tend to rust, okay? And that is the reason why the developer of this particular property was a little bit very careful about the materials that he picked for the internal finishes as well as the internal. If you look at the frames of the windows, they are technically PVC, right? And that is because he doesn't want them to rust in a matter of few, this is not going to rust, right? And the painting as well actually explains a lot. And if you get into the kitchen, you're going to see that the utensils, the appliances and all of those fixtures have actually been carefully selected. Now let's take a walk inside so we get to see what this house has got for us. So walking past this wooden entrance door, you're ushered to the foyer area. That's technically the same thing as the first one that we taught, but this is just to give you an idea of how it looks like when it's an open house, right? So you get to appreciate that one better, right? So the same thing. So entering from the foyer area all the way to this area, you realize that you've got a space here that you can technically use for your dining area. The same thing as that one. I might have to close this exit door, right? Good. So that is the dining space. Of course, you can use it as technically anything that you intend to do. Now, this area is your kitchen area, right? Okay, you've got tons of base cabinet as well as tons of top cabinet. Technically the same concept, the same idea. You're going to have your inbuilt fridge right here. So this is how it looks like. So when the fridge comes in here, it looks magnificent, right? So you've got the same faucet type, the same kitchen sink, and the same faucet type as the other one. But this one, I think it has a, you need to press and hold it. Yeah, basically, technically the same thing. Okay, so you've got this door actually granting you access to the backyard, and then this area is your living area, which is almost about 18 meters square in combination to the space ahead of us. And then this area right here is technically about 60 meters square, thereabout, plus or minus, just like the first one that we are coming out from. Now, this, of course, you can use it to house your circuit breakers, your, CCTVs and all that. Okay, so this door ushers you to the first room on the ground level, just plus or minus 14 meters square. It's quite sizable. You've got three lean windows on my left hand side. You've got a double bay sliding window on my right hand side, bringing you more light. And now this door right here grants you access to the bathroom. Right now, let's continue our tour to the room on the first level, so I get to show you how it looks like when it's open. Now let's go. Okay, so we're climbing onto the first level of the house. The staircase leads you to the open terrace, but of course, let me show you what here technically looks like. So this is a door that grants you access to the master bedroom. Okay, and then this is your standard bedroom, and right here it's your another standard bedroom. Let's take a look at it. You know, from the first one we had a painting here. Okay, I think when it's fully furnished you get to appreciate the beauty and the space even better, right? So you've got your corner window, of course, right here. You've also got your lean window. The space here is technically plus or minus 14 meter square, and then you've got your your washroom right here, right? So this is the other standard room. Of course, from the first one, you realize that you've got your inbuilt closet right here, spanning from floor to ceiling on the first one. So this room is technically plus or minus the same size, 15 meters square thereabout. And then right here, you've got the washroom area. Right now, let's take a walk into the primary area. So here you're ushered into the primary area. Technically, the space combined, you're looking at about 18 meters square, plus or minus, right? If you add spaces combined. Now, this is the area that you've got for your bed and all that. Now, this door, this big window, which of course technically serves as door, grants you access to your balcony on that level. Okay, so technically from here as well, you get to have this magnificent, beautiful view of the surrounding environment. You get to look at your neighbors and all that. And even, of course, you can overlook the communal swimming pool right there. And that is a beautiful thing. Now, let's continue our tour so I get to show you where, of course, the closet area is. Now, this area, you have your closet area right here, okay? And then this, you've got your master bedroom, master bathroom. Quite, sizable. You've got your shower cubicle, of course, it's going to be housed there. And then you have your floating WC right here. And then you've got your, wide vanity basin right here. And this is very beautiful. You might have a feel that, man, if I sit here, it's going to break. This is extremely strong. It takes its support from this wall. The system and everything is in this wall. It got a metal that actually supports the weight of the WC. So no matter how big or small you are, of course, you're not going to fall. Okay, now let's continue our tour to the rest of the space. So now we are heading up the open terrace on the other level, right? So we're climbing to the last floor, the terrace level. So here you're ushered to the terrace level, looking from comparing from the first one that we toured, you realize that we had some set of outdoor furniture right here that you can sit and have a beautiful view of the ocean. And right here, you've got this beautiful space, and you've got your kitchenette right here. You've got your door right here. Of course, let me open it so you get to see it. So here was used for your kitchenette space, but of course right now it's empty. The whole idea is to make you appreciate the fully furnished one. And of course right here, you've got your, your toilet, your WC. I mean, calling it toilet actually sounds awful, but when you call it WC, it makes a little bit modern sense. Yeah, so that is it for this area. So this is technically to give you an idea of how it looks like when it's empty. So the price of this particular one is certainly different from the first one that we taught because that one is fully furnished. This one is an open house. And then you can check the description to see more details about the properties. Yeah? So this brings us to the end. Whoa, sorry. So this brings us to the end of this property tour, this mini estate tour right here. So if you're interested to acquire any of these properties in this mini estate, you can kindly contact the numbers that you see on your screen, or you can actually reach out to us via the email, and then we'll pick it up from there. So like I said earlier, the details of each of these units is going to be dropped in the description of this video below. Just kindly make sure you click the description so you get to understand more about this property. So kindly click on the red subscribe button to be a part of this wonderful growing real estate family where we show you great properties that are up on the market in Ghana for sale. Perhaps they're going to be moving other countries. So kindly click the subscribe button and be a part of this wonderful family. Until next time, stay blessed and have a wonderful day. Catch you on our next video.